New plant-based foods arriving in 2024. A new partnership to help standardize hotel sustainability worldwide. An apparel company reports a surge in revenue driven by sustainability. Arket and Bundlee partner in children's clothing rental. And a continued spotlight on sustainable alternatives to traditional wine bottles. All on this week's edition of Sustainable Life 5 in 5. My take on 5 highlights from the world of sustainable living, all in under 5 minutes. Hi everyone, and welcome to the next episode of Sustainable Life 5 in 5. I'm Douglas Sabo, or at Green Living Doug, across the social media channels. Welcome back. This is episode number 16 of my weekly recap of 5 highlights that I have curated from the Sustainable Life blog at greenlivingdoug.com, all in the world of sustainable living. What's going on in sustainable living in apparel and food and mobility and home and so many other topics, 5 of which we will cover today. If you do like this content and enjoy it, please do, as usual, go ahead and like and subscribe. And also, please, an open invitation in the comments section, go ahead and share your feedback on the highlights I share today or any highlights that you may have on your own. Okay, in a new segment I'm going to call, before we get started, I want to thank my friends at Cupfee. They are makers of edible cups for hot or cold beverages, and they sent over a few samples to give a try. And so before I start, I did want to give them a thanks. I did recently give this a try, and so far it's working. I literally have hot coffee in here that was made about 10 minutes ago, and according to Cupfee folks, the edible cup will actually stay crunchy for about 40 minutes, 40 minutes, and will be leak-proof all day. That's according to the folks at Cupfee. What is it made of? It's made of natural ingredients only, 100% GMO-free, no artificial colors, sweeteners, 100% vegan. You can, at the end of your drink, you can eat the cup or you can compost it. It does have a small paper sleeve that is both used for holding the cup, so you're not touching and holding what you may be eating in a few minutes. Also allows for branding for different brands who want to put on their own unique branding. So I just love this example. I always like to bring some sustainable living in the wild examples. This is a great alternative to folded paper or plastic cups in the world of hot and cold beverages. So thank you, friends at Cupfee. You can go ahead to their website if you're out there interested in taking a look and giving it a try. They have an online shop if you want to buy some sleeves. This is what it looks like when it comes to you. Okay, well, with that, it's time for the highlights. So this week, the Sustainable Life blog, again at greenlivingdoug.com, covered 5 topics as usual. The 5 themes this week were food, with a focus on plant-based food, travel and tourism, so sustainable travel and tourism, sustainable apparel and fashion, the retail world, specifically on re-commerce, as well as the world of spirits and liquor. So those were the 5 themes. Those are the topics that I curated this week's highlights from. As usual, we're going to try to nail our 5-minute time frame. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, first, plant-based foods coming soon in 2024. This is a piece from Triple Pundit, who took a look at 24 different plant-based foods that are coming to the marketplace near you in 2024, with a backdrop of their anticipated 18% growth in the plant-based protein and dairy-free milk segments over the next 3 years. A few highlights, but go ahead, I do encourage you to check them out. Dave's Hot Chicken, that's a fast casual chain, is going to add new cauliflower sliders and bites. Taco Bell is adding a veggie build-your-own cravings box to its value menu. Trader Joe's is bringing back its plant-based breakfast sausage patties. Impossible Foods will be introducing plant-based ballpark hot dogs in the summer 2024. And Papa John's and Pizza Hut both have launched vegan pizzas in the UK. So great to see that the continued momentum in the plant-based food sector. I picked those 5 in particular because of how consumer-facing, how mass general consumer-facing those initiatives and those brands and food outlets are. So that's why I chose it. Really looking forward to 2024, really engaging the flexitarians and reducitarians. Okay, highlight number 2, Standardizing Hotel Sustainability. This was a piece that Travel Pulse did, covering a new partnership announcement between the World Travel and Tourism Council, or WTTC, and the Biosphere Foundation, all focused on how can we promote better and aligned sustainability criteria in the hotel industry. The partnership is about catalyzing an effort called Hotel Basics that has been around, as well as ultimately working together to transition the hospitality industry from basic criteria to much more advanced global standards. We know in the area of how do we get travelers to, on the demand side, and hotel properties on the supply side, to move forward in sustainability. Well, part of it is we need to address this proliferation of eco-labels and certifications and get toward integration and harmonization and awareness and engagement from consumers. So this partnership, I picked this news story because it was a nice momentum piece in that space. Okay, highlight number 3, sustainability drives an apparel brand's revenue. This was a piece in Apparel Resources spotlighting the recent financial results from a knitwear company called Sheep Incorporated. It is a UK-based knitwear label whose wool comes entirely from New Zealand, from farms that are using regenerative farming practices. The garments are then made in Europe using processes that minimize environmental impact. And then each garment even comes with an NFC chip sewn in so that you can actually, as a consumer, learn more about the full story of the garment and even the sheep behind it. The article is actually about Sheep Incorporated's 115% year-over-year growth in Q4 2023. And according to the article, the co-founder attributes this growth in sales, growth in revenue, to the brand's commitment to sustainable and conscious consumerism, where there's a part of a growing trend, a larger trend around buying better and buying less. So investing in perhaps apparel items at a higher price point, but with more longevity and sustainability. So go ahead and check that out, and check out their website of Sheep Incorporated. Okay, highlight number 4, new partnership in the children's clothing rental space. Okay, this is another piece from Apparel Resources, so thank you to them. This one's focused on a new collaboration between Bundlee and Arket. Bundlee is a UK-based company that is focused on children's clothing rental. It has a whole rental service for consumer customers, and Arket is owned by H&M and is an apparel company. And so the story is all about how Arket's apparel, the children, baby and children clothing, is now being added to Bundlee's offerings. So if you are a parent and you're in that marketplace, you can actually rent either a subscription service or hand-picked premium items from Bundlee, and Arket's products are now part of that, among other brands as well. So great to see the momentum in re-commerce, not just the secondhand that we often talk about it, secondhand and resale, but the rental model, which I think is particularly attuned to children and baby clothing, accessories, and other items. Okay, final one, highlight 4, sustainable alternatives for wine bottles. This was a piece from the Irish Independent looking at sustainable alternatives to traditional glass wine bottles. It talks about the challenge of traditional glass, its heavy footprint, it's heavy to transport, there's recycling challenges. And so it looks at a variety of efforts to address this. Light weighting of bottles, getting them down to about 300 to 400 grams in weight. Wine in aluminum cans, wine in pouches, bottles made of flax fibers, paper bottles from Frugal Pack and others. I chose this because it's just a continuation of a spotlight on this topic, and great to see the innovation happening in the spirits, liquor, wine, beer area. 5 minutes on the dot. Hope you enjoyed those. Again, I always invite you in the comments, what did you think of these 5? Or have you seen other news in areas of sustainable living that you'd like to bring to everyone's attention? Please go ahead and do that in the comments section. As always, help spread the word and make sure that you're aware when new content is available on this channel by liking and subscribing to this channel. Really enjoy all of the time that everyone spends viewing this, and also when there are comments, really appreciate those as well. So thank you again for joining. I'm Green Living Doug, Douglas Sabo, or Green Living Doug across social media. Thank you for joining, and I look forward to speaking with you next time.